Hey everyone, this is Matt. Welcome to our second episode of our E3 2013 predictions. I'm here with Phil.
Hello and welcome back. Yes, we are here now today to talk about Sony.
Yes, the big PlayStation press conference is at 2 a.m, I believe, in the UK time on Tuesday morning.
Nice
Phil.
And early for us.
Yes,
I'm so happy about this.
We'll be staying up to watch this one. And after our slew of Microsoft predictions, I think it's time we jump straight in to our Sony predictions.
Yes.
So my first one is that this is my hope, Phil. This is my
Your hope and dream?
My hopes and dreams lie on this very first prediction, and that is that we'll finally get more news, including a release date for The Last Guardian.
Ah, yes. Big fan of that, aren't you? Yeah. So you're kind of holding out.
This is the same team that brought us Shadow of the Colossus. So I am really wanting this game. We haven't heard anything about it in a while, and I want it to at least be a PS3 game, if not a PS4 game.
Nice. Well, my first one is kind of actually more relevant to myself being quite a big Vita fan. You're a Vita fan as well, both having a console.
Indeed.
I think we're going to definitely see some Vita and PS4 compatibility demo. Like some form of either a new title that they've just announced. I mean, I know we saw a little bit before when...
Yeah, we saw a little bit in their reveal with Neck.
Yeah, but I think we're going to definitely see like some more big AAA titles perhaps coming into that. But either way, some kind of interconnectivity hands-on the stage, I think.
Interesting.
So it's a bit specific, but it's something I want to see more, and I think they'll actually benefit more from showing off. So.
Very, very cool. Okay, actually, in the same vein as that, I've got a PS Vita prediction here, and that is that a new God of War game will be announced, but only in trailer form.
Okay, right. That's, yeah.
I think it's about time. I mean, you know, we've had them on the PSP. We had a few God of War games on the PSP, and we've just had God of War Ascension on the PS3. So I think it might be the right time now to do another God of War handheld, and probably not another console game for a little while yet.
Well, we have had Ascension not that long ago, so I do think that the next realm for them to go is probably onto Vita, and they are pushing AAA titles onto there, so that's a pretty safe bet, I think. Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see how they do. My next prediction, well, it's a fairly obvious one. I fully believe we're going to see the box. The PS4 box.
Yeah.
We'll finally see it. They've teased it enough.
Looks like.
I think that'll be the first thing they show off there. They'll be like, boom, here's the box.
My bonus prediction is that it will look better than the Xbox One.
Well, I think that's... I don't think you can probably beat that.
The Xbox One looks like a box squashed out.
It is literally
I don't like the Xbox One. It really is. But, I mean... I say that, but I'm not hugely bothered about how they look. They can look like, you know, a circle with some sort of pink, like fluff sticking out of it for all I care. I mean, it's, you know, it's
either way, it's just going to sit there underneath my TV, and it's what it does on the screen that really matters. So, not that it's overly important to me, but I think that I would like to see the box, and hopefully it will not be a box.
Yeah, let's hope, because I really like the design for the PS3 Slim. So let's hope they kind of follow in that kind of footsteps. Okay, so my next one is actually a PS3 prediction, and it's that they will continue to talk about the importance of the PS3 and also cite The Last of Us as just showing how important the PS3 will continue to be.
Okay, yeah.
Because The Last of Us comes out on Friday the 14th of June, I believe the date is.
Very, very excited.
So, yeah, and I think they'll still show that off at E3 in probably a very small capacity, as the reviews are already out and people already have the game.
Oh yeah.
We might just kind of touch on it very slightly.
I think they'll definitely show how important the PS3 is. I think that's definitely something they're going to want to keep up, especially since they said about the backward compatibility last time as well. But
true.
Well, my one is I believe that Square Enix are going to come back on stage and hopefully do a little more than just say see you at the next big conference.
See you guys at next year's E3!
Yeah, I believe that they're going to come on stage and they're going to announce a launch title exclusively for Sony and the PS4.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I think that's what they're going to do. Whether it'll be a new game, like a new LP, or whether it'll just be a reboot of some old game, I can't be sure. But I know that Square Enix will come on stage and they'll say, boom, this game, PS4, both, you know. Either that, or they're going to be utterly useless and just lose all credibility. One of the two.
Here's another bonus prediction from me. None of these are written down, but I probably bet you that they'll probably either show Final Fantasy X HD remake or another Final Fantasy, like the next Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But
they're going to try and continue to milk that series for every little penny they can make.
It should be like the nearly Final Fantasy now.
Yeah.
Because it's never going to be the final one, is it?
No, never. It will never be the final.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever.
Gonna be the final.
Yep.
Well, we shouldn't sing, should we?
Oh, probably not.
Okay, so this is a really simple one for the PS4. We will definitely see gameplay of Infamous Second Son. This was one of the ones announced that they revealed back in February, and I'm a huge Infamous fan, so I definitely think we will see some gameplay of this and the new protagonist character using his smoky conduit powers.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring to the table for Infamous. I feel like they might change things up a little bit, which will be nice to see. So
yeah, it'll be very cool.
Well, I think the next thing on my list is that we're going to see a whole PlayStation Network reboot, like a digital reboot of the store, the way it works. Because quite frankly, right now on the PS3, it is a shambles. I have to admit, I do not like the way it runs right now. So I'm hoping they'll do something with that in preparation, maybe for the PS4. Try and make everything a little bit more linear. The profiles sort of match up the same. That's just like my aim out of it, but I definitely think they're going to do something with the PS3 before leaving out to dry for the PS4 stuff. So that they need to do that, in my opinion, rather than I want to see it. They need to sort that PS3 digital store stuff out.
Yeah. Okay, so this is actually going to be the first time I'm going to touch on a third party so far. We will be having a specific third party video. We'll talk more about this kind of stuff, but we already know a game from the creators of Halo, Bungie, is going to be gameplay is going to be debuted at the Sony press conference, and that is Destiny. Now, I think that in this reveal, they're going to announce a brand new class. Now, that will go along with I believe is it Titan, Ranger, and Warlock. I believe they're the three. I could be wrong on the Titan, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I got those three right.
Yeah.
Because I believe it's Titan is the powerhouse, Ranger is like the scope guy, and then Warlock is the guy who uses the magic abilities given by the Traveler. So, I think there'll be another class. It'll be a fourth class, and it will go with those three, and that will be revealed within the gameplay reveal of Destiny at the PlayStation conference.
Well, either way, I'm excited to see what they bring out to Destiny. Whether they'll bring all that, I'm not sure, but...
I know, I'm adding to the load there. They're just going to be like, look, we've got all this cool gameplay, we're showing the game off, and I'm like, I want new class already.
It's like, I don't care what you're showing me, I want the new class. Tell me that and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be happy no matter what I see of Destiny. I am so psyched for that game. Cannot wait.
It's going to be sweet. Very cool.
I think the last of my predictions will be that we'll get a lot more information and maybe some hands-on stuff about the whole share thing and the network and the live streams and that kind of stuff that they briefly talked about, but really everyone's still kind of like, how is it going to work? Who's going to work with? So I definitely want to see some kind of hands-on with that, like share a little bit more. Because it was all pre-recorded last time, so I'd rather see them do something a bit more gamey.
Okay, well, the share button does seem really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they're going to do with that.
I'd like them to go more into the features and everything a bit more about it as well. Just like, limitations, where does it go? Does it go directly to Twitch? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay. Was that your final prediction?
That was my final prediction for Sony,
okay.
Yes.
So I have got one more, and that is the exact same as it was in my Xbox One prediction, which is that they will talk about a release date and a price tag for the PlayStation 4. So
definitely,
I think both Microsoft and Sony are going to have to do that, because this is the first and probably last time they're going to get all eyes on after their reveals of the consoles. So I think it's about time we find out when they're going to be released and how much it's going to bankrupt us as human beings.
Because right now, if they're both £600 each, then I'm not getting either of them, really.
£600 each is a ridiculous amount. That would be like $800, $900.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very, very
I think I would buy neither, and I would just get a new gaming PC.
I think, in terms of prices, I think the PS4 might be slightly cheaper than the Xbox One. I think maybe by like $50 or something like that. That might be what it comes down to.
Well, I think as well as that, it depends, because it all depends on these lovely new Kinect bars that we're getting for both consoles now, which is not really been looked at too much.
The PlayStation Eye, the new PlayStation Eye, is rumored that it isn't going to come in the box. There's some rumors.
Well, hopefully, I think if it doesn't come in the box, that'll be great for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really hope they don't force that upon people like Xbox, you know. So.
Yeah. Okay, so that was our 5 predictions each for the Sony press conference, which is at 2 a.m. our time on Tuesday morning. And we're really looking forward to seeing what all the big developers and all the big names kind of bring to E3. But Sony's one of those guys that are bringing out the new console, so we thought we'd kick it off first with Microsoft and Sony. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed these videos, and tune in tomorrow where we're going to talk about what Nintendo's presence at E3 is going to be like, and as well as the third parties, including EA and Ubisoft. We'll see you guys then.
See you next time.